everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today is the For the Beginner series where I do simple cards for those of you who are just starting out that want to try rubber stamping. And this is the card I'm sharing. I'm going to show you another card that I stepped it up a bit to give you some options, but this is the perfect beginner's card because all you need is some Memento black ink, you need some Whisper white cardstock, and then what I'm using for the background is our Botanical Butterfly Designer Series paper, and this is the back of one of the Designer Series paper. This paper is so pretty because one side is all black and white, different patterns, all black and white. And then the other side is all beautiful colored butterflies and stuff. And this happens to be a free product during Celebration. So this is Celebration for Stampin' Up! And you get to choose an item for every $50 that you spend. And this is one of the freebies. So just keep that in mind because it's a great time to get Stampin' Up! Products. All right. So we are going to start with this one, and then I'll show you at the end the one that I stepped up, and I'll tell you how I changed it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So you are going to need the basic card base, which I've talked about several times in my videos that I'm doing for the beginner. And this one, this piece is 8.5. By the way, this grid paper is really good for a beginner. You can line up your stamps with the grid, and it is very helpful in measuring and stuff. So this is 8.5 by 5.5 this way, and so you're going to score it at 4.25, and so you're going to have your 4.25 by 5.5 inch card base, and that is like a basic card base here in the US. And then you are going to need a piece of Designer Series paper. So look how beautiful the other side is on this. But we are going to use the black gingham side. And this piece is 4 by 5.25. And then you are going to need to stamp on a piece that is 3 3/4 by 5. So let's go ahead and attach our Designer Series paper there. And I'm just using some snail. And we're going to attach that to the front. I love this paper. It's so pretty. I just love the black and white. And then we're ready to stamp. So the stamp sets that I'm using for this, I'm using the Sentiment Birthday Wishes because I love the cursive on this one because of the beautiful flower that's on here. Versus this straight one. I think this one is more appropriate for this kind of card. So I'm using the Itty Bitty Birthdays. And then this is the Beauty Abounds. And this is the flowers that I'm using and the little butterfly. And then I am just using this little 3 little dots right here from The Amazing Life. Now I featured this one last week. So if you happen to get this one, you'll have the 3 little dots. If not, you can find any little dots that you have to use. Alright, so that's it. I got a little spot on this, so I'm going to flip it over so it's nice and clean. I'm using, like I said, the Memento Black, Tuxedo Black. We're going to stamp our flower first. I already have it on here. This is one of our cling mounts. Those are new to Stampin' Up! This year. So we're going to ink that up really good, and you are going to stamp this. Oops, trying to keep this straight. And we're going to stamp that there, give it a press, and then lift straight off, and you have your beautiful image. And then we're going to go ahead and ink up the butterfly. And we are going to stamp the butterfly right here. And then the birthday wishes. And this is very quick and easy for the beginner. And it's a really pretty card with very little supplies. And then we're going to ink up our 3 little dots. And we're just going to put them randomly around. A good tip for this is to always use odd numbers when you're placing like little dots and little sequins and stuff around, because it always just looks better with the odd number. Alright, so I'm going to show you this up close, and look how pretty that is. And we're just going to leave this like it is because it's just really pretty, just black and white. So I'm going to flip that over and we're going to add some snails to the back of that. And we're going to attach it to our gingham background here. And there you have your card. And it's super pretty, very quick and easy. And it makes a statement. The black and white is very pretty together. So those are those two. Now I'm going to show you the one I stepped up a bit. So now I have this card right here. And it's really, really pretty. All I did was I used some old olive cardstock for my card base. And then what I did was I took my old olive blend and I just colored in these little lined areas here, and this one right here, and then this one right here. And I just colored those in just to give it a little bit of an accent of color. And then I added some embellishments. Now I'm using the, let me grab those right here. I'm using these frosted and clear epoxy droplets, and I'm using the clear ones, and I put 3 here. And then the other thing that I'm using are the Gingham Gala adhesive back sequins. So there's adhesive already on these sequins. They're very easy to use, and I'm using this green right here. And that's it. I mean, just to step it up a bit so you can see how quick and easy these can be. But these are my beginner cards right here. So I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampinwithamore.com and check out my new hostess code for February on my blog. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications every time I upload a new video. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you next week. Bye.